Let's go. Onegaishimasu.
Onegaishimasu.
Just a little bit of loosening. Okay, just work the vertical. And front and back. Yes. Okay, side to side. And rotating. Yeah. And working inside outside. Yes. Okay, stretching right up, nice deep breath in. And bending the knees, lengthening all the way down. Okay, good. Okay, just keeping the body vertical. And just let the hands come out, the side, drain down. Up, out, and then down. And then back towards the center. Drawing the hands up, out, down. Nice deep breath in as you go. And then out as you come down. And just play with the winding through the joints. And then just take it into a swing, so that the hands drop down. Okay, and taking it side to side. You're releasing the hips. And then coming up into the shoulders, working front and back. And the direction. Shaking the wrists out. And rolling the arms. And just shaking the whole body. Okay, good. Takemusu. Great. Let's go straight into the 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒕, just working from number 1. Just the jaw in front, nice and easy. Coming in and back. Just take your time with a big, clear movement. Just all as one thing. Good, we're going to number 2, so coming over the top and in. Very good. Number 3. So we're going to Shido. Coming to the back and Right to the back. And in. Yeah, good. Okay, just watch. There's two kind of ways you can do this. So, one is by pushing out and away. So, what you're looking for is to get to the forearm. So, you can do this in two ways. You can push forward with the jaw, and it will find the forearm this way, or you can sink into the body and do it this way. The preference is to do kind of one thing where you're actually just going backwards into it. So, when you come to the form where you're just going into it, you're going to go straight back into it. You don't want to be coming out of the body and then coming back this way, because you're doing two things. You're creating kind of two directions. So just look at this kind of movement. The elbow especially is just going to kind of hinge into it. So you've got that, rather than that coming out to the back this way. So don't push the front of the jaw to find the elbow, but just let it find the forearm this way. So this arm especially is just going to do that. And then from that position, you just go back this way. Just kind of fire it in. So just look for the most kind of efficient way. Imagine you're doing this really kind of high speed, even though you do it quite slow. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. Good. Okay, we've got to number 4, 𝒊𝒔𝒏𝒕. So you thrust in, roll back, and stepping in. So 𝒊𝒔𝒏𝒕. Good. Number 5, ski jorangashi uchi. Goes up, over, and through. Right, number 6. So it starts from Kenkamai. You go back, through, and stepping in. Just like number 2 with the walker. Ooh, Good. Then we go to number 7. This is Renzoku Chikomi. You go in with the left foot again, so you go the same. Right foot in, over, and to the left side. This way, so 2 strikes, continuous. 1. So. Wash. Nice. Good. Number 8 is Menuchi Gerangaishi. So you strike in the same way, right side, draw back, and on the left side. Back, in, draw back, and strike it. Good, we go to number 9. So this is Menuchi Shirosuke. Again, same start coming back. Right side strike, left side thrusting to the rear. Menuchi Shirosuke. Good. And then we do the opposite side. So you start on the right side, step straight in on the left, Yokonuchi, and then Shirosuke to the rear. So it goes left side, right side, this case. On the left and to the right.
Thank you very much, Mike. I have to see you guys. Bye.
Enjoy. Correct. Good. We're going to the Katata series. So it starts with number 11, starting Skikamai. You take your time with it, drawing back, draw the hands through, and then rolling up to the top this way. And just coming back down. Really nice and easy. Especially when you're at the top, really feel the body grounding down. So all the time, feel the hands really having the ground in them. Nice, tricky suburi. Big movements, really kind of lopsided on the body. So really good movement to challenge the ability to ground the handwork. Push. Okay.
Michael, can I see the last position you have?
Say again.
Can I see the last position when you go up? How
Sure. So you're here. This. So I mean, just in. Let's see. You're just in that position here. I just think about this. Just think that you're going to come down. So I just think about coming down with another strike this way. So like we do in the kumijo. So you've got that position. Yeah. And this hand's just kind of. This hand can be quite soft. It doesn't have to be. If I grip it too hard, it's going to kind of crunch around. So it's usually pretty soft. And this hand also. So the feeling that the jo's kind of weighed down into the hands, and then the feeling from here is that you can just step in and take the strike this way.
Okay, thank you.
A little bit to the side and up here. But the shoulders, especially the shoulders, should be kind of pretty relaxed.
It's in the side. It's not in
Yeah.
your head.
Yeah, not too. Yeah, you don't want to be too. You don't want to be kind of in the center of the body here. So just think you're also following this arc from the movement. So it's going to come. It's going to come across the body, and then it's going to stay on that side of the body this way. Not too far out, but not too. Not trying to find the center line.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. Yes, there's two things I can do which kind of, in a way, there's kind of cheats for the movement. One of them's not a cheat, one of them's just what happens. So the first one is that the shoulder gets pulled out from the structure. So then at this point, at the maximum swing, and this kind of swing coming up, the body's been pulled out of the ground. So in order to get away from that, what we tend to do is we ground the body and we just do it with the wrist like this. So this is a kind of cheat in a way because the body's down and I'm just doing this with the wrist. So the movement's localized. So what you want to do is keep the ground, but keep the whole body doing the movement. So, which is really tricky. If you think about it, especially in this movement, you're in full extension, the weight of the jo's out. So how do I get the whole body to do the movement and find the ground at the same time? Really, the only way to do it is to train it really slowly. So just really take your time, but feel all the time as you go through this movement, the pathway into the ground. First, it's really in the front leg, so it's coming through. Yeah, this. And just notice that point. As soon as I lose the ground in the movement, I'm either going to go into tension and go to the wrist to do it, or I'm just going to, the body's just going to swing out and then I'm going to have to reground the body. So just think all the time as you do the movement, especially as you come through the ground, just think, where is the ground? Where's the ground? Where's the ground? Where's the ground? Yeah. And imagine you've got some kind of impact on Joe as well. So it's got a kind of function to it. And in order for that to have a function, it needs to have a kind of path a very clear path into the ground. You want the whole body to be creating the movement. Yeah, that's good. Good. And then just think about reconnecting it back. So you find the movement, you find the 𝒊𝒏𝒈, this, and then don't think about striking, just think about drawing the jo back into the body this way. So in a way, this is a kind of a reset for the body. So normally we do the 𝒊𝒏𝒈, I come here, and then I just kind of let it go down this way. See this as part of the movement now. So you go here, find this movement, and then let the whole body wind back into the 𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒈 this way. So rolling through, whole body goes into it this way. Just keep again that focus in the ground and use this movement as a kind of, in a way, it's like a reset or a regrounding for the body. Just trying to think you've always got the ground with you, with the jo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. That's it. No. Whoosh. That's it. Yeah, great. Whoosh. Good. Yeah, and with that same feeling, just take it into a strike. So you're here, in, the body's here, and then feel that you just step in, strike through, and then roll it back this way. So you go 1, 2, and then with the body descending down, 3, and then fall back into the 𝒂𝒑. So you've got an extra movement now. 1, 2, 3, 4, coming into this way. And you can play with it. You can have the strike and the roll back as one movement, or you can separate them out. But you've got really 2 totally different movements now. An arc come and go, and then an arc descending. So you've got a rising arc, and descending. And you can either press through it, or you can just kind of whip through it. There we go. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the value in doing it is 2 movements is you can feel the purpose of this movement or feel the function of it. What you don't want to do here is pull the body back, because think about you're striking with the body. So you could use it as a block. So you could use it as a kind of block back and coming through. That would be possible. But in this case, feel that it's a movement in. So it's a strike down. The body's going to enter into this space. So I think that the center is going to pass through here, and then it's going to roll back. So you've really got a feeling of descent in and down this way. So there's a feeling of pressure down. Think about like Aikido coming in, go, this kind of feeling. What I don't want to do is pull the body back at the same time. It's possible, but it's a slightly different function. Yeah, that's it. It's like a big cushioning blow, boom, in. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good. Whoosh. No. There we go. Nice. Good. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, and if you do this in kind of a flowing way, think that you've got basically, you're using a different part of the jo in this case. So you've got this movement where it's a kind of strike down, which you would kind of think about using this kind of part, boom, kind of pressing in, rolling back. If you flow through it, think about the movement going right to the tip, so that the strike's going to be made not with this part, but with right on the edge of the jo. So it's going to kind of slice through rather than kind of impact and go through. You can obviously use the same. You can use the same one and kind of blow through it. But in this case, just feel that as you go in, it's got a sense of slicing through it. Like you do with the Gedan-Gaishi, wouldn't be a kind of impact and then a pull back. It would be kind of using just the tip of the jo just to pass through. So just pass the feeling also. It's a good practice to pass the feeling right to the tip of the jo. So you've got a feeling really of just at the end, and it's kind of slicing through. Like a kind of tennis racket. But obviously you're not hitting a ball. You've got that kind of quality. So it's got a kind of that. So right at the tip of the jo. That way. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Whoosh. Whoa. That's Good. Okay, we go for Tomouchi. So traditionally it's done from this position. So from Gyokamai, rolling back and taking it here. Just start, in this case, from Skikamai. So you're in this position, just roll back, body comes slightly off to the left side, and the jaw goes right back along the back of the head. Arms stretched out, and then again, just take your time with it. Roll through, find the ground. Okay, just look for a very direct path into the ground. Goes back and then in. And nice and slow, especially as you go into the strike. Back, in, and change. Back, in, and change. Back, in. Okay, good. This isn't necessarily wrong, but in a way, it doesn't quite fit the way the Kinonagari form works. So just watch, in this case, you go here. If you do this kind of movement, so kind of rolling back and basically placing all the weight into the back foot, because what I've got to do to release it is press the weight back and then go into this position this way. And think about what the Kinonagari movement is, where I just roll back, roll in. So think what the Kinonagari movement in this, it's not the Kinonagari something like that, will really throw the whole body out. So think about when you come to this position being really balanced. So you're just in the middle of the body. Don't have a tendency to kind of pull it back. I know this kind of sometimes taught to kind of strain the jaw against the body and use this as a kind of tension and release it through, but it's not what you're doing. It's not part of the actual movement. So when you go into this Kinonagari, it's just going to roll around the whole body. So the movement's going to have a kind of elasticity to it. But it's not a kind of storing, build up the body and then release it like this. It's not got that kind of quality in this case. So just play with it, but really feel the body's nicely balanced here. And then the weight is actually going to go to the front foot. There. So feel a kind of elastic release through the spine especially. Don't make it kind of rigid, put it in a kind of strange position. So find it, there. Send it through this way. Just play with it a little bit. Nice. Again, there's kind of two ways I can get around the kind of problems in this case. So the first one's really obvious. People do that and then something like that. So the body gets kind of pulled with the jaw, so it's doing like that kind of motion. The other one again is the same way, you just use the arm. So I kind of ground the body and then the arm does the kind of stroke. Get the sense that when you go through, it's actually the body delivering the weight. So think that movement from the hand is actually being delivered through the body. Think about whenever we make like Yokomunuchi strikes, these kind of movements. It's got the same movement. So that coming in and then the whole body delivers the weight through it. So take that moment really slow. Imagine the point when you strike the body, that the hips and the body should be delivering that movement rather than something like that coming in this way. So just look for, again, it's really trying to get the weight of the body into it via the ground. And the strike in this case is a Yokomunuchi to the side of the head. There we go. Good. Yeah, and then you can follow this up with this movement. In this case, again, it's just a moment. Just think about regrounding the body. So you've got this, the body's down, and just coming in with the ski this way. So we use this move when we do the fourth kumiko. Come in, around, and in that one we come out to the side and go into this kind of position. But just think about thrusting forward. So you can start from here or the jokamai. Goes here, in, to the back, and then just think about pressing in to the front this way. You come right through with the ski. Here, back, through, and then in, right in this way. Okay, give it a try. Just a follow-up. That's it, great. Good. And the other movement you can do from here is do another. So you go to the back. So you go here, in, and then from this position, rotate, go through to another one. Good. So you just rotate right to the back. So again, this is a really good one for in terms of balance and moving from the ground. So find it. Find it. If you've got space, just take it nice and slow when you do the second one. So you go back, in, around, and to the second strike. Go to that. Back, in, around, there. Boy. Yeah. Good. Nice. Great. Okay, good. And then just chain these two together. So you've got 11 and 12, starting with skikamai. Nice and slow, goes back, in, and then you thrust down, roll back into the kamai, and then you're into 12. Back, in, and then you can either do this one or roll through, find the back, and then come back into the kamai this way. So just play with them together. So back, in, down, into the kamai, back, through, down, and then back, or oh, damn it. Wash.
You'd think Brendan would know what I'm doing at this time in the morning.
Sound like the shipping forecast. Okie doke, we'll stop there. So there's 11, 12. There's different ways you can play with these as well. So sometimes there's a kata you can show with 11, 12, 13, but it's a quite a tricky one. But there's some variations you can play with. The best thing, just work through them and see what you can do from them. The main thing is with those is really maintaining the balance in the body, especially the left side or right side, and really holding the ground through the strike. So those are also really good ones to do if you've got a partner and you can do weapons practice. Do with a little bit of light tanner, so you get a kind of very light attack onto it, so you can feel the weight and the effect of not having the ground and having the ground in the jump as you do it. So that's a useful practice to do. But we will. Okay, domo arigato gozaimasu.
Domo, arigato gozaimasu.
Okay, very good.
You?